The Northern Rivers Leadership Health and Culture Forum is a wonderful opportunity for Business New South Wales to talk about the future of the Northern Rivers and how important it is that we do ground our future in our health and culture space and how important leadership is to that future.
We're here on beautiful Bullina, Yahweh, Ballina's traditional name, a place of plenty, a place of abundance, a place of connection, a place of storytelling, a place of knowledge.
We live in the age of the individual, but we forget that we live in a collective, we live in a community, and if you have to step back, someone else will step forward and keep moving us forward together. You can't be strong for others if you're not first strong for yourself.
One of the best things I want attendees to get is I'm going to ask a very simple question, and that's, how's your battery? And from that one question, they're going to bring awareness to their wellbeing. They're going to understand exactly what wellbeing is, how to measure it, how to actually talk about it, and then habits and tricks and techniques to actually thrive sustainably, not just for themselves, but for their family and for the people they actually lead underneath them. A lot of our workforces at the moment are sitting here, right in survival mode. And yet we just keep piling on and piling on and piling on, and we're drowning. The word culture actually comes from the word cultus, which means to care. If you've got 100 people working under you and they're all in survival mode, that's your culture. If you've got 100 people that are absolutely thriving, that's your culture.
The biggest thing is listening to people, actually listening to them, seeing them, and thinking that the way something was done in the past doesn't mean it's the way it needs to be done in the future. That you're all in positions, especially as leaders, to be able to make changes.
It was amazing connectedness that came through today between leadership and our responsibility for our people, responsibility for the environment, responsibility for how we react and interact with people.
Investing in health actually pays off and is the superannuation of our community. A real key takeaway from today is around supply and demand for healthcare services. We can either put a lot of our time and investment into increasing the supply of health services by, let's say, hiring another 10 or 20 more doctors or nurses, or on the other hand, we can actually look at getting our communities healthier, empowering them to live quality lives, and maybe requiring 10 or 20 less doctors to meet their healthcare needs.
One concept that I really love is regeneration. Regenerate everything. We need to think, how can we refill ourselves as individuals and leaders, but also our communities, our organizations. Our system is extractive, depletive, affecting us, affecting our environment. How we turn this around? I remember a survey that was done, and one question was asked to international aid worker: what stresses you the most in your life? And you'd be forgiven to think, bombing and shooting and kidnapping, but really the single most biggest source of stress for those international aid workers were their boss, the direct line manager. That's the impact we have. So clearly, if you're managing some people, you have an enormous impact on them, whether you're conscious or not.
And you can't have a relationship if you don't have a conversation. So understanding this is critical for anyone who genuinely wants to build trust, work respectfully and achieve sustainable outcomes. If you're going to shine as a leader, what you leave behind by way of leadership shadow, and I'll translate that to legacy. When you leave your organisation, what is your legacy?
But I feel like today was something different. I feel like today opened yet another layer for us to be able to grow together. And for future generations, that is so important for us to have a shared culture.
The Northern Rivers to me is a little bit like an eclectic quilt. And every sector is a piece, but when we come all together, we're actually a beautiful quilt and a kaleidoscope.
If there's one thread running through today, it's this. The future of the Northern Rivers won't be shaped by one sector, one organisation, or one leader. It'll be shaped by how well we connect our efforts, our stories, our care, and our courage, and how seriously we invest in the conditions that allow people, organisations and communities to truly thrive.
What's unique about the business community in the Northern Rivers is that we are brave and courageous. No matter how many times we get knocked down, we get back up. It actually makes us stronger. It makes us more passionate, more proud, more positive about the future, and more about involving the whole community as well as the business community to drive greater outcomes, not just for ourselves and the business, but also for our young people that are coming through to get better jobs in the future and be able to keep them in the Northern Rivers, which is so unique.
Nullabu Mugi, now you're speaking some Bundjalung mob. Nullabu Mugi means all of us strong, and we are stronger together. Bugal be Yahweh.